So we're going to start out with, of course, a little bit of a clip here. Let's bring it up and waiting for it to get there. Give us a second.
Can you explain what's going on here?
This is one of those Chinese sort of RPGs. Now, they're wildly popular. Gaming it's first of all a very lucrative market in China, but it's also a big social problem. It's a societal problem. You have camps for internet addiction, it's called. And it's something that when I first got to China, bear in mind, like in 2006, early 2006, when I first arrived in China, internet cafes had already died down in the West. It wasn't something you saw.
No.
But a Wang bar, which means a net bar, which is an internet cafe, were wildly popular.
They still are.
And they are massively. It's a place to escape.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bit more Wild West back then. It's changed. There's a lot of regulations.
A lot of drugs and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, now when you go in, you have to, even if you're a foreigner, you have to show your passport. Yeah. You have to show your ID. It's tied to the computer you're on. So if you do any kind of dastardly stuff on the computer, if you say Xi Jinping's an asshole, then they know who to arrest and who to silence, that kind of thing. But it's also to keep track of how many hours you spend on it and stuff. But back in the day was the Wild West. And basically, people didn't have the money a lot of the time to have a computer at home. But not only that, when you live at home in China, it's a big family affair. So you usually have the grandparents in there, you've got the parents, and you've got the kids. No kid wants to sit around in the living room because these apartments are small. You usually have like shared rooms and one shared living room for
80 square meters.
Yeah, with a whole bunch of people. So you don't want to be sitting there playing your games when your grandparents are watching you and your
sexy
parents.
Ladies all over.
Yeah. So everyone goes to the internet cafes. And they chill out there, and they will be there from the morning till the night, and they can sleep there. Yeah. They've got big chairs, and they've got couch lounge areas. It's actually kind of nice. I liked it. They're dingy little holes a lot of the time, but I kind of liked it.
The small town ones are pretty creepy.
They're terrible. But yeah, I used to go into them, and back in the day, because I didn't have a computer when I first got to China, I had a ratty old laptop, and so when I wanted to gain access to the internet, because I was living in the slum, red light district, I didn't have internet in the apartment. I would go to the internet cafe. It was super cheap, like 5 RMB for like an hour and a half or 2 hours or something. And you get to sit in a nice big office chair. You got your earphones. They have pirated movies up the wazoo that you can just watch.
Preloaded.
It's all on there. You've got all different music you can listen to. And you can just chill. You could play all the latest games because they get the best hardware. And everyone sits there and plays either... Back then it was like Counter-Strike they'd play a lot of. They'd play sort of World of Warcraft type things.
Nowadays, it's League of Legends and stuff. But these, let's get back into this. So these, by the way, this guy's going to go murder some gorillas, which I thought was hilarious. These crappy cookie cutter Chinese RPGs are just a cacophony of shit. And you look at this stuff, it's like you go around and get gold. It's just a harvesting game, right? And a lot of these, especially these like lower tier cities, these people get addicted to these, and there's microtransactions involved. Super addicted. But this is your homegrown Chinese RPG. The average Chinese kid nowadays is going to be playing like, is going to be playing like League of Legends and CSGO and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also, what's that, PUBG and stuff?
Yes.
But the thing is, those kind of crazy, ridiculous, shitty games that we just showed, we used to see ads for those all the time in China.
Yeah.
But now those shitty Chinese games are entering the US and Western markets, even on YouTube ads.
Yeah.
So this is a game called Emperor and Beauties, one of those typical like Flash looking games, but it's for cell phones. I'm going to preface this by saying we've done the research for you, so do not download these games. I promise you they will have spyware on them.
Yeah, there's going to be some malware. There's going to be some crap. Don't do it.
We want to show you some ads from these, though.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with the first one.
Why they're kneeling here? Your Honor, they're the criminal Albi's wives. How to arrange things? Huh? Look at this pitiful beauty. Send her to my house to be my babysitter. Albi's a traitor. She might be a spy too. Then to my house too, and let me interrogate her tonight.
Sure, interrogate her. Yeah. Wait, the fat one.
This woman, send to your house. Interrogate her for me, thanks.
Okay, so
we got some classic fat shaming.
A little bit of fat shaming going on there. Okay.
Who's the murderer? I have to find the evidence. Okay. So yeah.
Let's see what the next little one here is.
Sure. Hold on.
Okay, wait, that was too quick. Let's reverse that a little bit. He's like, okay, find exhibit. Clicks on the knife. The blood stain. You are murderer.
Of course he made the black guy the murderer. Why is there even a black guy in ancient China?
I don't know, but he's got a lot of dancing going on there.
There's like Gangnam Style ripoff. The thing is, okay, so I looked into this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you don't do any of that stuff in the game.
Really?
No.
What
you
is
like
it?
seduce beauties or whatever, and you unlock different beauties.
Well, what's going on in this one?
Yes, don't leave me, please.
That's normal. Wait, I gotta see that again. Sorry,
Yeah.
but
So we'll let them watch. They don't need our
Yeah.
commentary.
yeah, let's do it.
Don't leave me, please.
What's the matter?
My lord, he wants to divorce.
He's not baby anymore. Nobody wants
Pause
her.
this.
Okay.
Okay, you do need some context there. This is some classic leftover woman stuff.
Yeah.
So in China, there's this thing called shengnu, which is like a leftover woman, and that means after they get divorced, nobody wants them anymore. And that's not our opinion. That's literally what happens. This is a big societal problem in
Yeah,
China.
absolutely.
So you have a surplus of men, but you also have all these women that can't get married again.
No, it's an unfortunate situation that if somebody gets divorced, if a woman gets divorced, it's incredibly difficult for them to get married again because
Yeah.
the other families won't accept a divorced woman to marry their son.
Yeah.
And
A divorced man is fine.
you may think that this only affects like traditional families. No, it affects modern, everyday Chinese families.
It's a huge thing.
It doesn't matter if the girl can be stunningly beautiful
Right.
and can be an amazing person, but if she's divorced,
It's not as bad as it was when we were first there, but it's still an issue.
for my generation,
For
it
your
is.
generation, yeah.
It is. I mean, I can use my wife as an example.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. Anyway, let's move on, shall we?
Nobody wants her.
Nobody wants. Nobody wants. Nobody wants.
Gangnam Style.
Yeah, what's going on here? Why is he Gangnam styling on the?
So you play Emperor, and this was a nice Emperor in this category,
Yeah,
right?
he actually said
spared
he's-
the beauty.
Yeah, but why is he guilty?
Okay, now this one
Yeah.
takes the cake. So first we had fat shaming
Yeah.
and a guilty black man.
Yeah,
Then we had a Gangnam Style celebration over saving a leftover woman.
you're not allowed.
Oh, but there was spousal abuse as well because he
Yeah, he's like throw
threw her
around
in the
but
beginning. Which, by the way, it's just a joke, right? But this one takes the cake.
This one. Let's take a look. What happens here?
Congratulations, my lord. Finally, you have a daughter.
Really? But why she's black?
I think you might need to ask your wife.
It's okay. I can understand. I will bring up her.
Congratulations, my lord. This is incredible. Your daughter turns to white skin.
Okay, go back to the green hat part.
Okay, yeah.
So, actually, can you focus on the black baby first?
Yeah, I think it's a bit strange.
Okay, so there's this. Okay, there's two ways we can look at this, and I hope this doesn't come off as like autistic for explaining the joke.
Right.
But there's two schools of thought here. Either this is just wildly racist, or a little both, or actually, there's this thing. If you're in China, if you're a Chinese person, sometimes people will say, 为什么你那么黑? That means you just got too much of a skin tan. So they'll say, why are you so black? It doesn't mean black African.
I think it's...
No. I'm trying to explain I'm trying to
Yeah.
teach a lesson here.
Right.
If you go in China, a lot of girls will be like, "Oh, ni nema hey" to each
Yeah,
other, right? "Oh, ni nema pang, you're so fat. Oh, you're so black." They don't
Yeah.
mean you're an African person.
No,
They
no.
mean, "Oh, you've gotten so dark from the skin."
Yeah, exactly. They
Now this-
Taiyang. That's why they have those parasols and walk around with
Right.
an umbrella in summer. Yeah.
In this one, we can say it's the former because he's wearing a green hat, and you can teach people what that means.
It basically just means that your wife or your spouse is cheating on you. They say
It means you got cucked.
Yeah.
You got cucked.
So if you're wearing a green hat, it means your wife's messing about. And so in this picture, he is wearing a green hat. He says, it's okay, I can understand, I'll bring her up. But if you look at the actual baby in there, it's just like a cartoon version of an African.
Right.
It's totally African. It's not a
Correct.
like black Chinese
Well, also
person.
he got cucked, so
Yeah.
I understand the black
just-
baby now.
I love what he says here.
Have a daughter.
Really? But why she's black?
Really? Why she's black? Okay.
I think
Yeah.
you
I
might
like
need
at the
to
end of the
ask
resolution. You can go back to that.
Why?
It's like they
It's okay.
make her.
I can understand. I will bring up her.
I'll bring up her, dude. Don't worry,
Feed
I'll
her,
bring
feed
up
her.
her. Feed her a lot of milk.
This looks like a shit game, though.
Yeah.
Wait, go back there.
Yeah, wait, what does he give her there?
You got three choices, all right? You have a bowl of rice. Kid can't eat that. You got milk. Okay, that's correct. 'Cause
and
he's
meat,
got no
a
tits.
T-bone steak.
And a T-bone steak. I actually want to download this to find out. And how is that 3 years old?
That's not 3 years old.
What happened to that poor black baby?
I
3
don't-
years old? You got to give the T-bone.
Yeah,
Make it
exactly.
grow up. But anyway, what is he turn into? Look at that. That's her at 15?
Yeah, he's giving like all these toys.
Because that's what 15-year-old girls like.
then she-
Little drums.
Turns into a flute-carrying fairy.
Yes.
And I mean fairy
Yeah,
as in
an actual fairy.
goddess. That's a typical thing in China.
Congratulations, my lord. This is incredible. Your daughter turns to white skin.
Okay, buzz it there. I got flashbacks
Yeah.
of that. Remember that laundry ad?
Yeah,
Where this Chinese girl, I don't know if you guys seen this.
Everyone's seen that,
Yeah, she pushes a black guy into a laundry machine.
Yeah, like
and
a washing machine.
Yeah, and puts some like crap in there, and he comes out as like this like little freaking twink Asian dude comes
Yeah.
out sparkling white skin,
Yeah, yeah.
and everyone went ape on that. This is exactly the same thing.
It is. Anyway,
oh my gosh.
it's very blatant like racism and stuff, but that's because China's very inexperienced when it comes to these things, and that's why you see these kind of things coming out, is because they don't understand. It's such a homogenous society. There's so
For
many
sure.
Everybody's the same there, so it's just normal to say, oh, outsiders are different.
The reason I brought this
Yeah.
up was because I couldn't believe I was seeing this stuff on like YouTube
Yeah,
ads. YouTube ads of all things.
Yeah, imagine if a Western company did something like
Holy
this. Oh,
crap!
wow.
So what the heck? These Chinese companies can get away with this,
Yeah.
and people get canceled for making jokes.
I know.
in the
I know.
U.S.
It's silly.
ridiculous.
It's silly. Anyway, we thought we'd bring
Daughter
this all up
turns to
because...
white skin.
Sorry, let's just get past it.
Emperors and beauties. Don't download this.
Don't get it.
You will get a virus.